Hello, third and fourth grade. This is Miss Anderson. I'm here with our second music lesson. I hope that you guys are doing awesome at home, and I hope you're figuring out all your online stuff and you're having a good time at home. But we're going to start our lesson today again with our hello song. So try to sing with me because I don't want to be the only one singing in your house, okay? So try to sing with me. I know you guys know the words, so do it with me. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. I'd like to say hello to you. I'm glad you're here today. We'll sing some songs and have a good time. The North Metro flag sway. Don't forget to give a smile and clap your hands today. We'll sing some songs and have a good time. The North Metro flag sway. Now this time we're gonna sing the first part, allegro, which means fast, okay? Allegro, and then the second part we're gonna sing andante, which means slow, okay? So the first part is fast. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. I'd like to say hello to you. I'm glad you're here today. We'll sing some songs and have a good time. The North Metro flag sway. Good job. All right, now the second part we're gonna sing slow. Ready? Don't forget to give a smile. 1, 2, ready, go. Don't forget to give a smile and clap your hands today. We'll sing some songs and have a good time. The North Metro flag sway. Good job, third and fourth grade. Give me a high five. All right. Okay, so last week we've been doing recorders, and I know that I said last week, I just realized this, I know that I said that I was going to post those songs for you guys if you don't have your packet, and I completely forgot to do that, and I'm really, really sorry about that. So I'm going to make sure today that I post those so you have those. So if you can print them out. If you can practice them while they're on your screen, you can do that as well. I'm really sorry I forgot to do that. I hope you guys are still practicing your recorders somewhat. I've also gotten some videos some parents have sent me of some students playing different instruments that they might have at home. I saw some videos of students playing piano, which was really cool, and they were very talented, and I was super excited to see that stuff. So thank you for those of you that shared that. If any of you want to share any videos of me, of you playing instruments or singing or anything, you can do that. You can send that to me through Class Dojo or have your parent email that to me, because that just makes my day when I see that kind of stuff. So thank you for those of you that shared that stuff with me. All right, so we are going to do a quick review of stuff, some music stuff on like the staff and all that. We're going to do a little bit of recorder stuff, and then I have a clapping game that I'm going to teach you guys that goes along with the song. So we're going to do this stuff first. This is still fun, but it's maybe the least exciting part, all right? But I do want to go over this stuff. So right here, I have 5 lines and 4 spaces. So this is our musical staff, and we're just going to review some stuff that goes on our staff. So remember, you also have a staff right here. 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? All right, so the first thing I'm going to draw it, and I want you to think about what this thing is called. All right, so what is that first thing that I drew? What is that called? If you guessed treble clef, you are correct. So that is our treble clef. Okay, there's other clefs too, but the only one we really need to know right now is treble clef. All right, now we're going to talk about the different notes of the staff, and I'm going to try to go, I'm not going to try to drag on because I know this part isn't super exciting, but it is really important, especially if we're doing our recorders. All right, so the lines of the staff right here, there's 5 of them, boom, 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 right? Okay, they are E, G, B, D, and F. Okay, and remember we have that saying, every good boy does fine. So we start with E down here, E, G, B, D, F. E, G, B, D, F. Okay, every good boy does fine. Remember that? We should know that. All right. Okay, then the spaces. Does anyone remember what word does it spell, the spaces? It spells a word when you put them all together. These are spaces right here. Boom, 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 4 spaces. Okay, so that would be F-A-C-E, and that spells face, right? So face in the space. So the lines again over here, every good boy does fine, face in the space, F-A-C-E. All right, and remember, we've done this before. We've practiced this in class, right? I say, all right, everybody point to an E on the line. Boom, E on the line, right? Because every good boy does fine, face in the space, F-A-C-E. Okay, so you can practice that with your staff that you have with you all the time, okay? All right, I want to review just a couple other things, and then we're going to get into this because we ended on our purple belt last time. So I'm going to play our purple belt again, but then we're going to get into When the Saints Go Marching In, and that's a little bit different. There's some other stuff in there, so I want to make sure that we know this stuff. All right, so right here, we have a quarter note. How many beats does a quarter note get? It gets 1 beat. 1 beat. All right, right here, what is this next one? Boom, right there. It is a half note, and it gets how many beats? It gets 2. 2 beats. And we should, I know that we wrote our own songs before we left school, and we used our rhythms and all that. So you should know this. So this should just be reviewed. So we have a quarter note that gets 1 beat, half note that gets 2 beats. Now what about this one? Because we haven't done a ton with this one. So it looks like a half note, but then there's a little dot next to it. What does that mean? We had it in our last song that we did on recorder. So the last one is oh, I dropped something. The last one is a dotted half note. Okay, it looks like a half note with a dot. It's a dotted half note, and it gets 3 beats. Okay, so if I had, let's see. If I had 4 quarter notes, it would sound like this. Right? Ta, 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 ta. If I had 2 half notes, it would sound like ta, ta, right? And my dotted half note, ta, because it's 3. All right, then very quickly, I just want to talk about these right here. So this first one right here, quarter rest. Okay, so it gets 1 beat, 1 silent beat. And then the next one is a half rest, and it gets 2 silent beats. 2 silent beats, right? So if I did this rhythm, I'm just gonna write a rhythm. It's gonna be kind of easy. I want you to see at your house if you can clap this out. Okay, so go ahead, see if you can figure that one out. All right, so it sounds like this: ta, rest, ta, ta, or 1, rest, 3, 4. All right, what about, oh, I forgot about this one. This is the last one we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna show you guys one more rhythm. This one right here, TTs or 8th notes, right? And those go by fast. And each of these gets half of a beat. All right, so they go by kind of fast. So if I did this rhythm, this is the last one I'm gonna have you guys do, and then we'll get on with it. And you can always make up your own rhythms too, because it's kind of fun. All right, if you looked at this one, okay, see if we can figure it out. If we use tas and TTs, it would sound like this: TT, sh, ta, TT. If we counted it, it would be 1 and 2, 3, 4 and. All right, right, so that's just a quick review of some of the stuff that we've talked about, okay? Every good boy does fine, face in the space, quarter note, half note, dotted half note, eighth notes, quarter rest, half rest. All right, so anyway, I have posted these songs online, so make sure that you can see them somewhere. If you need to print them, go for it. I should have some at school too, so I know today, because I'm posting this on Thursday, I'm gonna have some packets ready for people to take home if you've gone to school already, if your parents have gone to school already and picked some stuff up. They can also possibly pick up a packet, okay, if you can't print. And if you can't print and if you can't pick up a packet, that's fine too. You can always just look on the computer screen or the whatever screen you're looking on and follow along that way. All right, so Old MacDonald, this is our purple belt. I'm gonna play through it one time and then we're gonna go on to the next one. Okay, so if you wanna play with me, I would really, really like it if you could play with me. If you can't and you don't have a recorder, you can just follow along and say the notes. All right, but I gotta sit down because I gotta use my recorder too. Okay, so this is Old MacDonald. If you have it in front of you, go for it, play it with me, okay? It sounds like this. Ready? So that's Old MacDonald. Oh, here's Lucy. She always comes around when I play recorder for some reason. All right, don't chew on that. Thank you. Okay. I was gonna say, oh yeah. All right, so just a quick review. Make sure that your left hand, guys, is on top and you're covering up all those holes. Make sure you're using slow air so you're not getting those squeaky notes, right? And make sure you're covering up those holes all the way. Lucy, stop it. She loves to knock my stuff over. I don't get it. Okay. All right, the next one. So if you have your packet, if you have the music in front of you, some of you I know have already gotten your purple belt, so you're beyond this. But we are going to look at our blue belt. Okay, When the Saints Go Marching In. And you might already know this song, you might recognize the melody. Now there's a couple new things. All right, a couple new things that I want to look at with When the Saints Go Marching In. So we have a couple new notes. First of all, we have our C, right here. So it will be thumb and 2. So you lift up that first finger. So thumb and 2, and then D is just your second finger. You actually have to lift up your thumb. Okay. So C, I'll show you. C, which is on the space. Look at where it is on the space. Okay, that's our C. When you finger that one, it's thumb and 2. So it would be like this note we have right here, but then we lift up our pointer finger. So thumb and 2. And it sounds high, it sounds like this. Okay, so that's our C. So I'm gonna play something, I want you to play it back, just on C. Thumb and 2. See if it sounds the same as what I'm playing. Okay. Now D is higher even. There it is right here. D. It's on that second from the top line. Every good boy does fine, right? Every good boy does fine. E, B, G, D, F, E, B, G, D. That's where we are. D. Okay, and then we lift up the thumb. So it's the same as C, except now we're lifting up that thumb. So here's C, right? Thumb and 2. Now here's D. I just lift it up. Okay, so now you gotta kind of balance it because you don't have that thumb anymore. And this is D. And I know that one's really high. Okay, so try not to play super loud because I don't want you to drive your parents crazy. Okay? I know this might already drive them crazy. Sorry, parents, I know. Okay, so C right here, thumb and 2. D, you lift up the thumb. All right, so lift up that thumb. We're going to play D. I want you to play it back. Okay, ready? Okay, now I'm going to go in between C and D. C and D. Ready? I'm going to start on a D, actually. Okay, so that's one of the new things we have. The next new thing, actually there's a lot of new things in this one. The next new thing is, if you look right here, a whole note, okay? So we've already talked about that whole note before. A whole note just means that it gets 4 beats, right? So you hold that out for 4 beats, okay? And then right here, above that, they're talking about a tie. So when you have 2 notes that are the same, and they have a line that connects them, I want you to think of that kind of as addition, okay? So you're adding those 2 together, all right? So if we looked in this song right here, we have a whole note, which is 4 beats, and then you add it to this quarter note, and that quarter note is 1 beat. So if you add those together, it's 5 beats, and you're just going to hold it out for 5 beats, okay? So I'm going to play this one for you. Again, follow along. And then spend some time, see if you can figure it out. This one's a little bit tricky because there's a lot of new stuff in it. Okay, but I'm going to play it for you so you can hear what it sounds like. If you practice it, and then you want to come back to this video and compare and see if yours, the one you're playing, sounds like the one I'm playing, that would be really smart to do that. Okay, so this is when the Saints go marching in. So I have 2 new notes, I have ties, and I have whole notes. All right, here we go. I hope I remember all my new notes. Okay, and I was kind of counting, especially on those sides, I was kind of counting those different rhythms. So if we looked at it, ta, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So there's a lot going on. You have to memorize all those notes and all those rhythms too. So if you have a sheet and you want to write those notes in, like the note names, like G, B, C, D, you can write those notes in if that helps you. If you need to write in some of the countings, that can help you too. So I want you guys, try your best, see if you can figure this one out. Again, like I said, if you think you have it down and you want to show me, you can even have your parents email me a video of you playing it. That would be fun. Otherwise, I think next week what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign one of those portfolio things. I don't know if you've done that with your teacher yet, but it's on Class Dojo where you can actually upload videos of yourself playing your recorder or doing other things. So Lucy's doing something back there. I don't know what she's doing. Do you see her? She's messing around back there. Anyway, so so keep that in mind because I might ask you if you want to upload some videos of yourself next week. Otherwise, have your parents email them to me, because I love hearing you guys play. Even if it's recorder, if it's piano, if it's something else that you play, I love hearing it. So try to share that with me if you can. Okay, last thing we're gonna do, all right, this is a clapping game. So you can do this with brothers or sisters or aunts or uncles or moms or dads, whoever you're staying at your house with. You can do this game with them. If you don't have anybody, I can be your partner in this video. All right, so the song is called Long-Legged Sailor. Okay, so it starts like this. And what I want you to do is keep a steady beat while I do it. And then I will show you the clapping part. So I'm just gonna sing it, and I want you to keep a steady beat with me, and then I will show you the clapping part. Okay, so it goes like this. Have you ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? Have you ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? Then you come back and you say, no, I've never in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. Okay, so that's how you repeat it, or that's how you respond to it. So this is the clapping part, and this is where it gets maybe a little bit confusing, but I think you guys can handle it. All right, so we start with our hands on our lap. So we go, have you. Now, when you clap with your partner, you want to clap opposite hands. So if I'm using this hand, my neighbor, we're going to clap opposite hands. Boom, boom, because we're facing each other, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go slow. I want you to try singing along with me if you can, and then also try doing the actions with me, okay? I'm going to go really slow, though. Have you ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I've never in my long-legged wife seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. All right? Then you can go on to different verses. So instead of long-legged, the next one is short-legged. All right, so you can either, if you're standing up, you can either get down on your knees and do it that way, or if you're sitting down, you can shorten up your arms like this. Have you ever in your short-legged life seen a short-legged sailor with a short-legged wife? No, I've never in my short-legged life seen a short-legged sailor with a short-legged wife. Then the next one, you can either do this one sitting down or standing up. Bow-legged. Okay, so bow-legged just means that your knees are facing out like this. Have you ever in your long-legged wife seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? Or you can do it sitting down. No, I've never in my long-legged life seen a, well, it should be, no, I've never in my bow-legged life seen a bow-legged sailor with a bow-legged wife. And then you can turn your knees in. This one's knock-kneed. Have you ever in your knock-kneed life seen a knock-kneed sailor with a knock-kneed wife? No, I've never in my knock-kneed life seen a knock-kneed sailor with a knock-kneed wife. Now this one you might want to stand up, because this next one is one-legged. All right, and you're still doing it with your partner. Have you ever in your one-legged life seen a one-legged sailor with a one-legged wife? No, I've never in my one-legged life seen a one-legged sailor with a one-legged wife. Okay, and the one-legged, see, you have to try to balance, which could be kind of difficult. And then this last one, okay, this one's kind of fun, no-legged sailor. So this one you kind of have to jump. Okay, because you've got no legs, right? So it goes, have you ever in your A no-legged life, seen a no-legged sailor with a no-legged wife. And then you would be, no, I've never, never, never my no-legged life. All right, so I'm just gonna do the first couple ones with you. I'm not gonna do all of them, but the order, if you wanna do this at home, well, you are home, but if you wanna do this with somebody at home with you, it goes long-legged, short-legged, bow-legged, knock-kneed, one-legged, no-legged, okay? All right, but I'm just gonna do a couple with you guys, and you can be my partner or you can find another partner. But this time I'm gonna go a little bit faster. And then this is the last thing we're gonna do today, all right? So here we go. Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I've never, never, never in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. Have you ever, ever, ever in your short-legged life seen a short-legged sailor with a short-legged wife? No, I've never, never, never in my short-legged life seen a short-legged sailor with a short-legged wife. All right, and then you can go to bow-legged, knock-kneed, one-legged, no-legged. So that's kind of a fun one. With these clapping games, I like to start out kind of slow and then speed up, because it's kind of fun to do that, especially with when you're trying to balance and when you're jumping. That's kind of fun. All right, so I am going to be posting those songs for the recorder. That's all I have for you today. So I hope you guys have a really good week. I will be posting another one of these videos next Thursday, so make sure you watch out for those. All right, have a awesome week, 3rd and 4th grade. See you guys later.